E3. That was in Los Angeles. And then Namco flew me out to Germany in August for Gamescom to play Dark Souls 3. My first time overseas. Flew me out to Germany, Cologne, Germany. And then after that, I went to San Francisco for TwitchCon. And then that was it for that year, unless you want to consider Malaysia as well. But that was January, so technically that's this year. But yeah. Yeah, I went from like no travel to traveling somewhere like at least every few months. It's insane. And of course, as always, I have all you guys to thank for that. It's unbelievable. The Namcopter, that's right. That's right, Namcopter. Germany and its apple juice with fizzy water, huh? Yep. Germany. If there's one thing Germany loves, it's sparkling water and bakeries and exit signs. I say that because their airport, like you look up at their airport and there's like every possible way you go, there's an exit sign, and there's like 30 exit signs in one room. And they all, like, I couldn't figure out which one to take. I was like, what, do these all lead outside? Like, what is this? All like a little green man, like, running. And I'm just like, and most of them are, like, to fire doors. And I'm like, I don't know where to go. I couldn't figure out how to get out of the airport for, like, 30 minutes. Wow. God damn. Oh, and sausage. How could I possibly forget sausage? So much sausage. I ate one thing of sausages, currywurst, which I'm not a fan of, I found out. I ate one sausage. Didn't even finish the whole thing while I was in Germany. And that was it. After that, I was just like, I don't want any more sausage. But that's like all there is everywhere. And Elderon, welcome back. Thank you. Yeah, there are some places in Germany that it's like sparkling water is the default. So they have like sparkling water and no regular like still water. In fact, the first time I ever heard it called still water was in Germany. I went and I wanted a bottle of water, and I saw one said, one underneath it said, I don't think it said sparkling. It said something I had never heard of either. And then another one that said still. And I was like, what do they mean by still water? I was like, huh. And then so thankfully I picked still water, and I didn't find out until the next place I tried to get water that most of the time it's sparkling. It's like, oh my god, who is hitting me? Like, sparkling water is like default. If you're at a restaurant and you go to order water, you just want regular water. If you say, yes, please, I'll have some water, they will bring you sparkling water. You have to specify. And that blows my mind. If I look at someone and I say, I'm thirsty, I want water, who goes, the carbonated stuff? It's like, no, it's not. Why? Why do you assume that? And someone who, was it Orb? I met the Urban Orb while I was there. Somebody explained to me, and they're like, well, it's because if you want regular water, most places expect you to like get it out of a faucet or like a water fountain or something. I'm like, what? Really? Yeah, yeah. They had so much sparkling water everywhere. There was one place I was so thirsty at Gamescom. I was so thirsty. I've told this story on stream before. I'm sorry if you've heard it, but I'm so thirsty. And me and Sunlight Blade, many of you know him. We're walking around Gamescom, and there's one spot where all the food is. It's just this big like outside area. And speaking of which, it was so hot, and they had no air conditioning in this massive like complex. None of the buildings had air conditioning except the business area, which is bullcrap. So it's like all these people about to die of heat stroke, and we go to the area with the like all these concession stands, and I walk up. I'm like, yeah, I'll take a pepperoni pizza, I guess. And I was like, what do y'all have to drink? And they're like, no drinks. I'm like, what? No drinks? I was like, where can I get a drink? They're like, I don't know. We don't sell drinks. I'm like, okay. So I go to another stand. They're like, no drinks. I'm like, where do I get something to drink? I'm very thirsty. They had one stand had like a little like mini fridge that had some drinks in it. One. And I was like, it had like sparkling water and all this other crap. I saw apple juice. I was like, I'll take some apple juice. I get this apple juice, and I can't read the label. It's in German, and I'm like, I'll take some apple juice. Fine. I go to open it. Like, we go find a place to sit down. I go to open this apple juice, and it overflows and spills all over me, and instantly my head wanted to explode. And there's Sunlight Blade laughing his ass off because he knows how much I've hated sparkling water to this point. And the thing was, I ended up, the apple juice was sparkling. It was sparkling apple juice. I didn't even know that was a thing. And I was furious. I was like, oh my God, what is with them and just carbonating everything? I don't get it. And so yeah, and they had like another little restaurant, and I went and got water from there. I'm like, oh, thank God, bottled water. I go to open it. It was the only thing they had. It was the only water they had. They didn't have multiple choices. I was like, this is water. Great. I open it up. It fizzes. I'm like, oh my God. They had nowhere you could get regular water at Gamescom. It did not exist outside of one water fountain in one building. I don't know how people... Alright, good fight. I don't know how people didn't die of heat stroke. I really don't... I don't know. It was unbearably hot, no air conditioning, no water. Like, what do they expect? Like, if you don't bring water from home, then you just die. It's never hot in Germany. Bullcrap. It was like 90-something degrees Fahrenheit in Cologne, Germany last August. Wilson tips again. Thank you, Wilson. Says, hey, Peeve, I'm new to the stream. That's a lie. Before you took your break, you did this cool thing where you put lightning on your sword before a repose. I thought it looked cool, so I thought I'd tip. Thank you, Wilson. Is that it? Is that the plan? Just $15 per lightning riposte? All right. Well, I'll be doing lots of buffed riposte. It's one way to get good at it. Celsius, Peeve, Celsius. It was not 90 degrees Celsius. It was Fahrenheit. I know you're telling me to use Celsius, but I'm from America. We don't do that. Yeah, 90 degrees Celsius. You'll catch on fire by that point. Hey, you can't blame me. Blame the blame America. If we go to school and that's what we're taught, that's what we know for the rest of our lives. Like, why would I have no reason to go through the trouble of starting to say Celsius for everything.